I really did it this time. We got over 100 unique attires from WWE 13. Grab a drink and some snacks, we'll be here for a while. Starting us off at dead last, 108 is Mr. John Laurinaitis. This dude was guaranteed bottom billing. We're far from the Budokan here. At least his red undershirt is something that's not bland and generic like the rest of him. Another non-wrestler is our runner-up with Stephanie McMahon. I forgot she was in this game at all. This has to be the most illegible shirt that I have ever seen. That attire is so rough, like where's her Mania 18 fit? Our first modern roster fit is here for Hunico. This was my favorite entrance animation for sure. But no, like Hunico here is about as much of a generic looking Latino stereotype as they could possibly make him look. Nothing here is of note except the bandana. This is just lame. Paul White is up next, and this is the most naked the Big Show has ever looked. It's accurate, but man, I don't enjoy it. At least his odd little mustache is cool. Brodus Clay moves us along here, and I never liked this guy, and I think seeing his work after WWE, I was in the right for feeling that way. This big ass dork's only contribution to wrestling is giving Naomi a spotlight. The singlet and the matching armbands are very whatever here. The lettering is generic, the back decal is very basic. We can't even like get a little dinosaur or nothing. Stone Cold Casual fits itself shockingly low, and that's not how the blood from a stone tee looked, right? Shane O'Mac is up next. Shane's running back his SVR07 gear with even less detailing. At least we got the back lettering here, this is weak as hell. Just missing the top 100 is Mike Tyson. The fact that they got Mike Tyson at all blows my mind. I remember losing my shit the day that I got this on launch day for the Wii, but looking back, I'm pretty sure the Wii didn't have DLC, so that's why I got it. This is accurate, but bland. Cesaro is here, and I have a lot of admiration for Cesaro. He's doing great work in AEW right now, and I thought his run with Heyman should have rocketed him to the top at the time. But man, this fit is ungodly dull. The thigh wraps are the only thing to set him apart. The Great Khali ends up above him though, and red pants, Playboy era Khali was cooked. The lettering is very whatever. This isn't a fantastic look, but then again, nothing about Khali was ever too great. Mr. McMahon power walks his way into 98. This is about as plain and dull as it gets. All black everything. Vince is on that shit for sure though, he's yoked here. At least they remembered the arm accessories. Trailing not far behind his accused Predator friend is Brock Lesnar. Without the sponsors, this look completely falls apart. It's really nice to get him back in the series at this time, but man, this is so lame. No decals anywhere, I'd sooner have his UFC Undisputed 3 attire over this. Chainsaw Charlie is twirling towards 96. I always thought that Terry Funk just totally no-selling this wacky ass gimmick was so funny. He didn't even try to act like anyone else but himself. The pantyhose mask rules though. The red shirt and suspenders are very memorable. Funk was truly one of a kind. RIP the Funker. Okay, get out of our company, dude. This towel is so lewd looking. The V logo trunks are memorable, but not amazing at all. This is an odd guy to make me pay for. Hide your welfare checks, it's Ted DiBiase Jr. This guy has a good song, a nice decal on his trunks, and nothing else. It's crazy to think people thought he'd succeed over Cody Rhodes. Mark Henry 98 is here, and Nation Mark was pretty cool. I like the singlet designs here, but otherwise this is pretty dull. At least it's better than his 2K16 fit. I remember being so far in the trenches with 2015 WWE that my boy Chim Chim from TCW walked into my house during middle school just to tell me that Mark Henry had a classic model in 2K16 the day that it came out. Life was so simple back then. Hitting 92 is Santino, and I was never a Santino guy, even as a kid. I found him annoying and unfunny, but the fit is decent here. The flag pops, the blue is nice, it looks uniform, I'm just not really enjoying how it all looks together. Just missing the top 90 is Mr. Ass. They really didn't pick a winner with this fit, and I understand that it is very early DX era Billy, but no trunks decals at all totally sucks. At least the knee pads and boots are decently unique. What a bummer, man. Like, I miss the Billy and Chuck days. Big Sexy is up next, and this is the most random modern attire for a legend for sure. I guess they had to represent his god-awful match at TLC with Hunter. The top decal here is big and bold, but I'm just not a fan of it. He really should have hung up the boots before this. Red Sin Cara is here, and he's cursed. I never liked Mystico in WWE. He's light years better now, selling out in Mexico every single week. But this is essentially the same color scheme as Sheamus in this game, but with less intricate details. What a bummer. It's accurate, but very boring. Alicia Fox is moving the list along, and I think that Foxy is a bit underrated. She's not like a wrestling savant, but she was much more competent than most of the women of her era. The black leather suit is nice, but a bit boring. The belt stands out, and the studs on the top are alright. This just isn't close to her best outing in terms of attires. This guy may have the best theme song in the game, but this is so plain and lame. At least the back red decal is nice, but man, this is not a fantastic look for a guy who should have been in the base game to begin with. Beth Phoenix is up next, and they really had a tendency to stick the Divas in black attires for this game. This is a clean ass look, the top is super different, the skirt with the star is nice, the headband is subtle, but once again, this isn't too enthralling from the Glamazon. Layla is here, and I can't say I remember much of her wearing red, but this is alright. The belt is interesting and the knee brace stands out. The kick pads are fine here and the sleeves are clean. The studs on the top are good too. This is a decent diva fit for this game. Natalya cracks 84, and Natty looked good here. The purple spotted pattern is great, the boots are neat. I think the next game totally wipes the floor with this, but this is fine for a DLC fit. My favorite diva of her era, Trish Stratus, is our next entry. This is by no means an iconic Trish fit, but it's nice. The Stratus faction emblem on the top is cool, the red is very nice, the pants are matching. I just wish that they would have picked one of her Test and Albert era fits with the little cowboy hat and the cheetah print. That would have looked a lot cooler. Light Bright Jericho is here at 82, and this was a big deal for me as a kid because this was my guy. I wasn't in love with the light up jacket though, even back then. The trunks are also an odd shade of gray and beige, just super dull colors to pick for such a vibrant guy in a video game nonetheless. At least the kick pads are a bit more appealing. I covered all of Jericho's attires in his own video though, check that out. Kelly outranks the Ayatollah, and teal was a good color for her. Who could forget her SVR08 attire? Anyways, this is nice. The sleeves look good, the knee pads and boots work here. I just think that she was a bit out of place when WWE moved towards work rate for the women's division. Stone Cold's Default cracks the top 80, and the 101 proof vest is here, and it looks fine. The brace is included, the lettering is clean, the skulls look nice. I love Stone Cold, but this man was never dressing to impress. Big Boss Man saunters down here, and I actually quite like the Boss Man. I'll never understood why they took his gloves off for this game though. It's such a stupid oversight. He'd be literally perfect otherwise. At least the SWAT gear is kinda cool, like RIP the big guy. JBL's first of 3 attires is upon us, and the members only jacket with the towel and the hat combo always look ridiculous to me. At least the little JBL decal is nice enough. John never presented himself all too flashy in these games. This is a bit underwhelming. Man, the Brood was sick though. Great gimmick, but always terrible promos and matches. Gangrel was literally just an aura wrestler in the 90s, and that's so funny to me looking back. The gothic ruffled shirt is tough though. The boots and pendant are great too. I think this is an accurate and pretty fun addition to the roster. The Intellectual Savior is upon us at 76, and I feel like the running theme of this ranking at the time of this writing is, man, WWE kinda fumbled this guy. I think Sandow had a lot of upside in WWE. He was a throwback, he was charismatic, he even made being the Miz's bitch boy work. It's a shame that he can't get over outside of WWE. The bathrobe is nice though, and the plain pink and purple gear is fine. This is by no means an all-timer, but it is definitely befitting this character. It's time. I love Vader. This guy was awesome. The mask rules, the boots are great, the lettering is present, the whole presentation is super simple compared to WCW, but it's pretty enjoyable. The Bella twins make their first ZM channel appearance ever here. I always felt it was odd that the Bellas would be swapped in and out of the games every year for those last couple THQ games. The red ensemble here is something different. I can't really say that I like it though. At least it's very distinct and it's not solid black like half the fucking roster. Triple H's modern fit is up next, and this is an updated Tiny Cross attire. It retains the elbow pads and boots from SVR 2010, but the tiny Triple H lettering is silly as hell. This is kinda lame. Lita's 2000 attire makes it 72nd. The way Lita got 2 models in this game blows my mind, but it's still commendable. The top is classic. I love the green pants here. I would steal those for real. The belt is nice. This is just lacking details and decals, but the fit itself is totally fine. This Punk DLC was a fun bonus though. The ice cream shirt was a big meme at the time, and these yellow trunks were one of his most common looks, so it's appropriate to have it as an alt here. The kick pads pop. I just wish this was a better shirt design. Big Show gets into the top 70. Camo era, WMD era Big Show was kinda sick. He got the feeling back a little bit just running around punching people. The camo here is a big departure for him, but I dig it. I miss his little hoodie and beanie though, that's a shame that it's not here. The most appropriate person earned number 69, the big gold one, is here. I actually love that they got 90s gold dust in the game. The black and the gold jumpsuit is so simple, but it's classic. The face paint is nice. The shoes are actually pretty sweet too. The lettering is unique. I think this is pretty fun to be honest. Mr. Charisma David Otunga has made it, and this guy never really panned out. At least the leaves wrapping around the Harvard decal are kinda cool though. The lettering on the back is fine enough. The boots are kinda interesting, but dear God, I never need to hear his theme song ever again for the rest of my life. Ken Shamrock takes 67, and Shamrock was my guy in this game. The blue here looks great, the kick pads are nice and the lettering pops. The gloves are thankfully here. This is super basic, but I enjoy it. Cody Rhodes is up next, and this is my second time discussing Cody's attire here, but this is a fine look for him. The white with monochrome accents is striking, the vest is nice. The trunks match pretty well too. It's just a look that was in its infancy here that he eventually got down much better. Christian's retro attire is here, and I think this was a good look for him at the time. E and C were always gems no matter their roles. The mesh shirt is super indicative of the 90s, and the Ankh decals on the tights are pretty cool too. It's a bit indiscernible though with that colorway, what a shame. Jack Swagger makes 64, and they tried so hard with this guy, and man, he just never got good. The fit is fine enough here though, just black and gold colors with some unique lining and nice boots. This dude was getting skipped on my DVR'd Raws every single time. The Maharaja is next in line, and pre-3MB Jinder is so forgettable, Jesus Christ. But that jacket is kinda nice, I can't lie. The head wrap is unique, and the trunks here are actually super clean. The lettering is appealing, the colors are nice. He was alright looking in this game. It's Dolph Ziggler here, and this was a big change of pace for Dolph at the time. I have absolutely zero memory of these trunks. It was probably from the Jack Swagger tag run, so there's a good reason for that. But the black wrist wraps are new at the time. The brown patches here on the white trunks are marginally interesting, but the new circular emblem back decal is almost indistinguishable with that sparkle pattern. It's a shame because it looks pretty intricately designed. I love Brian Pillman though. I always thought there was wasted potential with the loose cannon after he got hurt in WCW. He should have carried out that feud with Steve Austin, it would have been magic. These studded tights are sick though. The red is so appealing. It's such a simple look, but I like it. They really should have gave him his Heart Foundation gear though. Kane enters our top 60, and this is for sure Embrace the Hate era Kane. The big flames look nice, but a little uncoordinated with the rest of the Stitches motifs. At least the welder's mask here looks better than the real deal. The colognes are a joint package, and these guys got like a million chances in WWE and just never made it work. The tights here are pretty appealing though. The orange and blue is a nice colorway, the E and P lettering are unique, and the boots are distinct with that blue accent. This isn't bad for such forgettable wrestlers. This post-TNA Booker T attire though is actually super fun. The new prominent T with the flames around it is great. The back lettering is appreciated. They fixed his god-awful face from WWE 12. I actually covered every Booker T attire in his own video. These boots are super hard though. Book still had something left in the tank for this game. Our next two-person entry is the Usos. No face paint, early Usos are so fucked. The blue shorts are kinda nice though. The white Polynesian decals are so neat. The boots are super nice too. I think this was a forgotten, decent little Usos look. Lita's modern fit is pretty chill here though. This is an improvement on retro Lita. The waist beads here look cool, the 2012 Hot Topic pants are nice, the wristbands are a cool addition, and the top ties everything together. This is pretty cool. The British Bulldog is up next, and I always enjoyed Davey Boy. I think I prefer his 99 horrible jeans look, but this is super nice. The trunks are very vibrant and colorful, the bicep bands are alternating, the knee pads are great, and the fluffy boots are a nice touch. The back decal here is so hard too. I think this dude is just super cool. The Acolytes are straight out of hell for 54, and I actually really liked Ministry era Acolytes attires. The chest lettering is so good, the modified pentagram tights are awesome. I just wish they didn't totally screw his Legends figure up with the big ass Undertaker cross in the tights for absolutely no reason. Kofi Kingston is here, and this is an updated WWE 12 fit, and it's actually kinda sick. I love the new stripes, and the red coloring is pretty bold. The turd coils are still here if that's your thing, and I think that the monochrome logo on the back sticks out a lot better in this game than it did in WWE 12. I enjoyed this one back in the day. Alberto Del Rio somehow gets near the top 50. This guy always sucked. I need y'all to confront your early 2010s WWE nostalgia. I genuinely can't remember one amazing match from this fucker. The scarf here is kinda nice though. The gray and gold accented trunks are clean. I like the matching knee pads and the golden boots. They found a way to present this dork like a star. The Godfather just misses the top 50, and I love the Godfather. Definitely one of my favorite mid-card gimmicks. The bright ass yellow pants are crazy. The vest is airbrushed, and you know purple is my favorite color. The hat here is absurd though. This dude had his gimmick down to a T. He's great. Rikishi moves the list along, and the big man is back. I gotta shout out the Rump Shaker here. His big ass entrance robe is sweet, his necklace is cool, the decal on the back here is so hard. I think that they totally nailed Rikishi. Mark Henry's modern fit gets a decent placement here, and it's nice to finally see a good Mark Henry attire on the channel. I love the Hall of Pain run. These back decals are so good, and the colorway here is so effective. The little stick man is cute. I think that Mark was kinda locked in here. The Rock's modern attire is up next, and I ain't gonna lie man, John Cena feud era Rock didn't hit for shit in my opinion. The theme is lame, and it's a little tiny bit of a banger, but the promos here were so half-assed, the wrestling was so subpar, but man, the all red trunks are cooking a little bit. No accent colors, no nothing, just a palette swap of the 2002 era decals and call it a day. Man, this is clean, I like it. I just wish that the Rock's run would have been a little better at this time. Hawk is popping off here. Hawk is mainly carrying over Animal's fit with his trademark simplified face paint, but he still looks great though. They nailed the Road Warriors. The One Man Band is a nickname that I have not heard in a long time. Heath kinda had this shit on, man, I can't lie. I think looking back, this was my favorite outfit of his. The orange and blue is definitely an interesting combo, and the Slayer font here is so nice. The decals and studs work so well. I think this guy should have been presented a bit better if he was dressing like this. The APA attires are pretty sweet though. This is a joint entry, but man, I don't know, this attire is kinda hard. The snakeskin belt is really cool. The merch shirt looks nice. The bicep bands and gloves are here. Bradshaw's studded belt pops. The jeans are alright. This is a good iteration of the APA. Mankind limps down to 44, and man, I have seen too many Mick Foley attires for one lifetime in the past 2 weeks. Brown tights Mankind rules. The mask is great, the shirt is distressed, the tie is here, everything works well. I just hated how goofy his missing teeth looked in the close-ups. He always looked like a cartoon in this game. I think it's a travesty that Awesome Kong had such a short WWE run. She was over as fuck, she could still work, she looked great, this is missed potential. But man, this gear is kinda heat. The straps and the leather look cool, it's really unique in its accent designs, and the gloves are nice. The boots look good too, like I always enjoyed Kong. Animal is up next, and the LOD ruled. It's just a shame that their Attitude Era run totally fizzled out. With that being said, the Mad Max look is iconic. The shoulder pads are sick, the face paint is just primal. These tights are a bit simple, but admittedly they're kinda nice. The bright red knee pads are a bit odd, but the whole look altogether is still very solid. Too Cool arrives here, and Brian Christopher himself was such a mixed bag of a wrestler, but man, these fits are so ridiculously unique. The beanie and goggles is a funny combo, Scotty's McDonald fries hat rules, the classic yellow shades are fun, the white and black squiggle gear is so wild, but the lettering on the pants is kinda whatever though. The back decal on the jacket is fine enough. This is fine, to be honest. R-Truth moves into the top 40, and the bulletproof vest graffiti gear goes super hard for the Truth. The pants lettering is awesome, the necklace and the earrings are great. Truth should have been given another crack at the main event as a single star much sooner. Eve Torres gets pretty high billing for this game, and Eve was kinda the it girl of 2011-2012 WWE. The green and gold here is a wonderful combo, the blue detailing is just great, the studs pop here, and this is just the look of a prominent wrestler. Edge's sugar skull design never appealed to me though. I never liked the big striped tights either, at least the boots are cool I guess. The SVR07 jacket coming back here does bring me some joy though. I have so much respect for DDP starting as old as he did and getting over and being a really genuinely good charismatic wrestler by the end of his run. The vest is cool though, the lightning is nice, the lettering is cool, and the hands decals are pretty prominent too. I think this is one of Diamond's better fits. Ryback is waiting to be fed. He may be a black hole of charisma and wrestling skill, but the piss-dripping cyborg singlet is kinda nice. The armbands pop here, the back spray painted decal is pretty good. I don't know, they were cooking a little bit here. Triple H 97 is peacocking down the ramp, and if it weren't for this insanely underrated entrance robe, he'd be at the bottom of this list. The jacket is beautiful here though, especially the H decals around it. The horse riding pants kinda suck. Daniel Bryan's default is up next, and I don't even need to say it. But man, this is a legendary set of gear for him. I dig the maroon all throughout the attire, the white flame lining is great, the dragon is cool, the kick pads and knee pads are so copacetic. If only he had his jacket from this time, this would be perfect. Now this is an oddball, because it was based on his rapping promo to The Rock before WrestleMania 28, but it's labeled John Cena 04. The jersey is nice though, thankfully it's not a dress like the fucking Vengeance 03 one. The bands are decent too, and the chain and hat works. The white and orange shoes are awesome. I think this looks kinda clean, it's just super misnamed. Triple H's 98 fit is up next, and this was cool as fuck at the time. Upper mid-card babyface Hunter with the blood stamp logo tee and the DX tights is hard as hell. There's not too much complexity to this look at all, but it's super memorable. The Rock's 98 fit just misses the top 30, and the red trunks kick ass, I'm not gonna lie. Rocky was never like world renowned for his awesome gear, but man, this is sick. It's super simple, pretty on brand with his late 90s decals, but that white filler just accents everything wonderfully. The back decal looks so hard too. Zack Ryder looks ridiculous here. This guy was for sure the biggest meme wrestler of his time. He used social media before anybody realized that you could, and good on him, he just got hired back. This shirt here is ridiculous, I gotta scan that QR code now, and the glasses and headband are wild. I've never seen a cell phone like that either. The knee pads are nicely matching the trunks too, like everything here is just unique, and that was Ryder's strong suit. But man, I always preferred Dungeon Clothes Mankind over the business casual. The brown suit is awesome, the logo is so distinctive, the mask is nailed here, the big beautiful back decal is sweet, I love this. They totally hammered this one in greatly. I completely forgot about the couple weeks that they took this guy seriously. Albert was underrated. Tensai was a shit show. The Shredder mask is fun though. The red robe is cool, the lettering is neat, the red studs pop, the face paint is kinda unique, and the boots are pretty cohesive with the attire as a whole. Like, this is fine, it's just the character sucked. The Never Seen 17 is up next, and Rise Above Hate era Cena is here, and I gotta say, these are his best shorts to me. I like the camo. The shirt is super memorable too, and the hat and bands all fit pretty well. Everything is pretty much what you would expect. I'm also super sure that the green C-Nation fit was in here too. It's not much better than this though, we'll rope it in as a joint entry. X-Pac crotch chops his way to 26, and this is X-Pac's most memorable look. The green is so vibrant, the white accents are nice, the decals are super clean. I think he really cleaned up his presentation once he made it to DX. 98 era Taker rules to me. We're missing any kind of cape or robe, but the gear here is just hard as hell. The gothic top with the metallic studs is awesome, the tights with the X's are hard, this is super fun to me. The Viper is up next, and the baby blue decals were a long time coming. This did a lot for me at the time of this game's release. It's a subtle nod to his babyface colorful trunks of 04 in my mind, and it's just a good visual notion that he was a good guy. Nice colorway for sure. Red babyface era Sheamus is so odd. The gold lining everywhere is kinda cool though. WWE actually wanted Sheamus to be the cover star for this game, and I can't imagine a world where that happened. Punk was the hottest star in the world at the time, but the armbands are kinda clean though, and the knee pads and boots look nice here. This is perfectly fine, just not cover star material. AJ hits number 22, and this is so simple, but I really like it. AJ not being in the base game was befuddling. She was far and away the most popular woman on the show. The flannel pattern gear is great too. The green is good, even the knee pads match, shout out AJ. The dogs are barking, and the Road Diggity always look kinda cool in this game to me, man, I don't know. I love the merch shirt here, the arm accessories are nice, the kick pads are a bit of a sleeper, the back decal on the shirt is super cool, and the pants are just really great. I can see why this guy got over looking like this. The top 20 WWE 13 attires are finally upon us, and red and yellow Christian is not a bad fit for him here. I covered everything from his wardrobe prior to this, and the revised C emblems are pretty regal looking, and the waistband on the tights is pretty nice. I just think that a more appealing colorway would have gone a long way. Back to the classic trench coat for this one, but the saving grace is undoubtedly the brand new updated colorway for the SVR 11 wings decals. This brown and white design is so much nicer to me than that game. I like this a whole lot, it's just a shame that the entrance attire isn't super great. They really tried to make The Miz look cool with this jacket. Well, it's kinda nice admittedly. The decal on the back is great, the detail here is meticulously done, but the real winner is the blue and white ring gear. This is really genuinely pretty good, and I don't even like The Miz. Even the lettering on the trunks and kick pads stands out. I have no memory of Miz doing the first version of Dirty Deeds though. Shawn Michaels is shockingly low, and the Montreal fit was a nice choice for him. He should have had multiple attires in this game though. The armbands and tights are so sick. We had seen this entrance gear many times by now in the series, but it still looks good. The red back lettering is pretty cool too though. Our boy Yoshitatsu is up next, and Yoshi was switching up his look a lot here. You can tell he was trying to stay off the chopping block in WWE. This mask rules though. The vest and arm accessories are great, the tights are pretty understated, but I like them a lot. Even the back wings decal is clean. Shout out to the winner of the Mania 26 Kickoff Battle Royal. Kane 98 cracks the top 15, and this is essentially debut Kane. I really dig this, it's his iconic portrayal. This is the fit you all remember. The mask is on point, the leg laces look great, the black flames pop, the wristbands and glove are classic, this is just a no-brainer. This is the definitive dude love look to me though. The tie-dye shirt, tights, new arm sleeves and tights are damn near perfect here. The back decal just brings it all together wonderfully too. But surprisingly, this isn't my favorite dude love fit. This was also an SVR07 with the correct bandana. But Cactus Jack outranks his groovy alter ego. They nailed Cactus here. The shirt is one of wrestling's best ever. The tights are on point, the boots are nice and colorful. This is just as solid as it gets for Mick Foley. These Eddie tights rule though, I can't lie. The gray and gold mesh so well, and the little green highlights are just great. The tape and pads are on point here, and the classic gold Eddie boots just tie everything together wonderfully. Straight off the rip for Wade Barrett, purple is my favorite color. I always really liked this gear on him. The thorns are cool, the purple rose and the lettering are great. I really thought he was going places as a kid. Edge 99 takes us all the way to the top 10. This fucking green is awesome. I love the wrist tape too. The decals pop so wonderfully here. The crosses on the boots are so sick. The necklace is cool. This is just really great all around. My man, the GOAT is here. I covered Brett in his own attires video, but man, this is Brett's SummerSlam 97 fit, and it's iconic. The all black singlet with the awesome pink leg liner and some pink trim on the top, the legendary Hitman skull, and a baller ass jacket to boot. The glasses are also here with the correct boots. This guy is truly the best there is. Rey Mysterio is up next, and what can I say, man? I like green. And mixed with the black base, it really reminds me of those old Nerf Vortex guns that I had as a kid around the time that this game dropped. I love this attire. It might be a little too high for y'all on the list, but this is super appealing to me. The Darewolf makes 7th place, and this was a guy that everybody wanted to see succeed, but they just couldn't find a decent spot for him. At least he looked cool. These trunks are the exact trunks from the Rumblers figure that I had as a kid that I found just lying on the ground at Walmart. I took it home, and I was scared of being arrested for stealing at 10 years old. But no, I mean, the wings look good, the lettering rules, the purple and blue is awesome, the kick pads look wonderful. This is an unsung hero of WWE 13 for sure. Y2J is my boy, and I know his AEW run kinda tapered off and he declined in entertainment value, but man, I never switched up on Chris Jericho. So seeing everybody kinda gassed for him coming back to WWE after dogging him out for years about AEW is really odd. I do not like that. Pick a side and fucking stay on it. Anyways, this is sweet. I like the debut shirt. The blue and purplish pink tights are so great. The boots are lettered. This is a wonderful portrayal for the Millennium Man. The top 5 is kicking off with Daniel Bryan's ult. This is the best this man has ever dressed in his entire life. The fact that Yuke's even added this somewhat unnecessary ult to the game is insane, but dear god, it is so great, I love this. The jacket is awesome, the all white and red accented scars pop brilliantly. I love the matching pads here as well, and the little awesome dragon name embroidery is so cool. The intricate lettering on the left shoulder is a cute decal. I just love this fit to bits. Just missing the big 3 is DLC Ministry Taker. I love his little cleavage window and the crucifix. The studs stand out pretty well too, and I think that the tights with the super cool leather accents tie this together wonderfully. Somehow, WWE 13 recycled the base attire from SVR 11 and gave him a gorgeous winged cape for this entrance too. This is so sick. I love this fit. The big 3 are finally upon us. Oh my god, I'm so tired. And the bronze medal goes to CM Punk's Default. This made an extremely strong case for number 1 before I even started the script. Money in the Bank 2011 is his most memorable attire ever. This shirt, which I own, is his most iconic. It's not my favorite, but everything is just beautifully on point though here, truly. The kick pads, trunks, tape, everything works. This guy is just sick. This rules. The runner-up for WWE 13's attires is The Rock's goated tracksuit. Rock's gynecomastia surgery Adidas tracksuit is god tier to me. He pretty much exclusively wore it for his feud with Mankind from the fall of '98 to the winter of '99, but it's so iconic. I even got the little Funko Pop of it. The fit itself is by no means elaborate or vibrant, but you cannot tell me that he did not put that shit on and look great. This is just an awesome tracksuit. I want it. The greatest WWE 13 attire of all time is predictably Kane's double sleeve attire. This is the perfect fit for Kane. God, I love the double sleeve. It's such a subtle change, but it makes so much more sense for him as a character. The fact that he literally put it on because he was in the iconic First Blood match is so baller too. This is by leaps and bounds Kane's best fit. Everything works, everything looks great, it makes logical sense. This was my dude as a kid. I appreciate your time and attention. This took so much work. Here's all my wrestling stuff in a playlist. Take it easy, y'all.